Hello and welcome to Universe Mode. This is Tuesday Night Raw. We were close, but there's still a bit of common ground to cover before we're actually synchronized and back up to normal speed. Anyway, we are here tonight for this episode of Raw from Des Moines, Iowa. We are ready for what should be an interesting night of action on the Raw brand. In case you didn't see last week, then you would know that Triple H... that made no sense, but Triple H is getting under the skin of the Raw General Manager Dauro Ranallo. Tonight, Dauro Ranallo will look to have some words in the ring with Triple H, man to man, face to face, and I'm surprised that Dauro Ranallo has been able to emerge from behind the couch where he has hid himself for so long, cowering away in fear from the Bullet Club, to be able to prove that he can actually stand face to face with perhaps by far and away right now the most pissed off talent on the Raw roster. So while that one should be an interesting affair, we will then turn our attention to the main event in what should also be an interesting affair of itself between Jinder Mahal and Adam Cole. The Mr. Money in the Bank holder and the United States Champion will go one-on-one in the main event tonight. Non-title action, but still a lot riding on it as we head towards the series finale of No Way Out. Be interesting to see what will happen in that one, but without further ado, we're going to get things under... okay, I was about to say we're going to get things underway with a women's matchup, but apparently we're not. Apparently something's going on in the backstage, and we need to get to it right now. Well, here we go. We've made it backstage to whatever was going on here. Some kind of commotion could be heard in the locker room. Then an official... Oh my god. Is that what I think it is? That was Triple H. Oh no! Dauro Ranallo's on the floor. He's in pain. He's hurt. Oh, I'll tell you what. I know we were supposed to have a women's match, but I think we've started off Raw in an even better fashion. Ladies and gentlemen, this is a visual representative of how hopeless and how useless this man is as the Raw General Manager. Dauro Ranallo laid out in his own locker room. If that isn't a visual representation, then I don't know what is. That, to be fair, is incredible comedy. Wow. I don't know what to say in that regard. What a way to witness Raw kicking off with the Raw General Manager being attacked. I love it. I mean, we can't pin the blame on Triple H, of course. Did you see Triple H knock out Dauro Ranallo? I didn't. I didn't see him knock him out. I just saw Triple H standing over his fallen body, and unless there's proof, I'm not gonna side with anything. I'm not gonna agree with anything there. For all we know, Dauro Ranallo may have tripped over something and maybe in that condition, and Triple H just so happened to be in the locker room at that time. We don't know the whole situation surrounding that, but what we can confirm is it doesn't look like Dauro Ranallo is going to be making it for commentary here tonight, or for a war of words with Triple H. Probably for the best that he didn't do either, because he would have lost in both regards pretty damn badly. I haven't finished rubbing in what happened at SummerSlam yet, and I haven't had the chance to rub in what happened at Bad Blood just yet. So, a little bit of problems with that one, a little bit of disappointment, really, in a way, that he hasn't shown up. But you know what? It's okay, because when the time does come for me to rub it in, oh, it's going to be a fun night indeed. But anyway, here comes, speaking of Bad Blood, disappointment, and losers, here comes Gail Kim, who at Bad Blood was unable to defeat the Raw Women's Champion Paige. Shock and horror as we've discovered that 1, 2, 3, all of the Raw Women's division has been unable to defeat Paige in one-on-one action. In any action, to be fair, since she's captured that championship and has been a dominant women's champion since the day she won it some 3 months ago at this point. But still, people think that they are ambitious enough to try and launch an attack on the Raw Women's Champion. Of course, one of them now being none other than the person who won the Special Opportunity Battle Royal of Bad Blood, the woman herself, Carmella. She's been kind of running her mouth a little bit recently, talking about how she can become the future Women's Champion. All of this, of course, 1, not to a camera where it can be recorded and remembered, and 2, not to the face of Paige, because obviously she's too chicken shit to try and do something like that. I better not say something like that. I've probably now just managed to get this video unmonetized. That's very entertaining. But here tonight we see Gail Kim and Natalya going at it. Natalya, of course, has had a career resurgence since arriving to this brand from SmackDown. To be fair, it was a trade that has worked very well in both regards. Natalya for Becky Lynch. Becky Lynch has been a huge staple to the Raw Women's division. And Natalya has got herself some great exposure while being on this brand. Is that I can't remember. I think that's the surfboard stretch here by Natalya. Of course, she would know a hell of a lot of submissions, being a graduate of the Heart Dungeon. Gail Kim flips out of it, but a bit of a stalemate between the two there. Gail Kim has been pleading her case about how there was foul play involved in her matchup with Paige at Bad Blood. And my response is very simple. It's not cheating if the referee doesn't have a go at you about it. It's not cheating if the referee doesn't catch you. And, well, not only did the referee not catch her, quote-unquote, Paige didn't get any kind of reprimand for it. The referee just seemed to watch on as it transpired and did nothing to act upon it. So is it really cheating if the referee can't enforce the rules? I don't think so. So I don't know what Gail Kim's case is all about, and she'd probably do everyone a favor if she just shut up and accepted the loss. And of course, as you can tell here tonight, by the way, speaking of losses, one that I'm not afraid to talk about is the one that was suffered last week from the from the World Heavyweight Champion Dolph Ziggler. His loss to The Undertaker last week. We finally got that whole case sorted out. Dolph Ziggler's been given the night off, as he deserves, for all his hard work that he's been putting in for the Raw brand recently. And that loss to The Undertaker last week kind of was proof to the pudding that Dolph Ziggler really needed a break. The Brood, however, kind of surprisingly, is not here to celebrate their win here tonight. They're actually not here at all. So that should be that's a little bit of an interesting one, to say the least, that they're not here. But you know, they do work in their own mysterious way, so who knows. But focusing back on this matchup right now, Natalya went for the Natty by nature. It was countered by Gail Kim. Kim with that great explosive suplex, and now Gail Kim brings her in for Eat Defeat. And that one could well end this matchup right here. Will this be victory for Gail Kim? Oh, it won't be. It was very nearly victory there. Eat Defeat was nailed, and she was able to kick out just in time. But Gail Kim has got a firm grasp on this matchup now. Natalya in a world of trouble. She is going to need a sharpshooter or two to save her here. Of course, as I was talking about Carmella before, these two women are fighting for a hopeful opportunity against Paige. But what if Carmella just decides to cash in her contract? You know, that opportunity, really, rather than a contract, to go on for the championship whenever she sees fit. The moment that's kind of cashed in, it becomes null and void for either of these women to try and challenge for the championship. But they're still going to try and do so here as we head towards the series finale, No Way Out. Just a month away now from that transpiring. Natalya, meanwhile, focusing back on this matchup. Going to look out for a powerbomb here. Is she? Yes, she is. Nails it. Cover on Gail Kim. Going to try and put her away. And oh, still an early kick out there from the Queen of the Ring herself. And the Queen of Hearts is responding back here. Going on about over on SmackDown about the battle between the King of the Ring and the King of Strong Style. Well, here we got Queen of the Ring and Queen of Hearts going at it. Kings and Queens is the roundabout way of something. I don't know what my point was going to be there. Oh, there was a great move there once more. Getting out of that suplex was Gail Kim, and here she goes now, exploding away onto Natalya. Big drop kick. Natty goes down. Is this where Gail Kim capitalizes? Is this where she could take home a victory potentially? It's going to be the octopus stretch here. Wrenching on the arm, which even if Natalya doesn't tap out to, is going to put her in real big jeopardy, trying to get that sharpshooter stitched into its full extension, get that full torque on the go. Natalya does get out of the way, and she may have created herself an opening to perhaps go for the sharpshooter. Gail Kim right back up to her feet. There's a kick, and there's no time to recover. Eat Defeat! The second one far quicker to act, and look at the kind of whiplash effect from it. Natalya just flung backwards, and that one If I was a guessing guy, would end it, but it doesn't. Guess it's a good thing I'm not a guessing man. Gail Kim could not put her away with 2 heat defeats here. Natalya able to kick out of them both. And there is a great opening for Natalya now to act. Maybe not. Kim moves out of the way. Natalya counters. And Natalya with a backbreaker there. What a entertaining opener this has been. Almost as entertaining as watching Dauro Ranallo lying down in the backstage locker room, screaming in pain and begging for his mother. Anything he does interests me when it comes to proving how pathetic and useless he is. There's Natty by nature, the discus clothesline. Could Natalya pick up a huge win with it? Oh, that's a no. That's a surefire no right there. Gail Kim giving her what for by kicking out and then kipping up. And getting a beautiful Hurricanrana on the go there. As Kim got something left in her here. If she did, Natalya pulls out the counter for it. Great spinning kick in the gut there. Clothesline countered. Forearm shot in the face. Forearm shot of Natalya's own is countered. There's a forearm again. And an uppercut sends her down. Gail Kim, all this exposure she's been getting as of late. The more attention has been paid to her in this Raw Women's division. And she has been acting on it in an emphatic fashion. Truth be told, you know, I do have to give respect to Kim. She craved the opportunity. She wanted the opportunity. And when she got it, she didn't choke, she didn't let anyone down. She has done a strong job of proving that she is a mainstay to the Raw Women's division. What a suplex there that one was by Gail Kim. But what does she do here now? It's like she's almost exhausted all of her options in the quest to try and beat Natalya. From the top here goes Kim. Waiting. Kind of perched up like a gargoyle. Waiting here. Crossbody by Kim. A huge crossbody with huge impact, and Gail Kim still can't get the job done. But look at how quickly Gail Kim is into act here. Natalya gets no time to recover, no time to breathe, only time to eat defeat for a 3rd time in this match. Natalya fought, Natalya showed incredible resiliency, but I don't think Natalya can show no more. Cover here, 1, 2, still she's kicking out. What is this woman made of? Gail Kim's frustration there being shown. Kind of to a peak, and now she's almost just had enough. Wrenching on that head, wrenching on the jaw that she has pummeled her boot into now on 3 occasions. But Natalya still fights out of it. Natty by nature! Where did that come from? I have no idea where Natalya keeps on coming out with these moves. But she is still trying to find a way to win this one. Gail Kim now. Maneuvering her way around. Rolls up Natalya here. Is Natalya too exhausted to kick out this time round? Yes, she is. Gail Kim finally gets the win. Oh, that took her way too long to get, but it just went to show how competitive, I guess, the Raw Women's division has come when Paige is not involved. You have kind of the back and forths, and then when Paige is here, well, that's it. You're not getting much luck. But as Gail Kim celebrates her win here, it seems all is not done. All is not been said for the Queen of the Ring. She's got a few things left that she wants to get off her chest, maybe. Perhaps in regards to bad blood. Who knows? Let's let her say her piece. And yes, I was right. Gail Kim is voicing her frustration in regards to this whole thing recently. This whole, well, what happened to Bad Blood, claiming that it was blatant cheating in front of the referee, and that Gail Kim knew on the night that she could stop Paige, and she believes that no one on the Raw Women's roster can stop Paige but herself, and tonight was just proof of it. Oh, well, here comes a woman who may disagree with that. Wherever that she's gone, there she is. Carmella, the woman who won that special opportunity battle royal recently. Carmella looks as if she's got a few things to say here. She's gonna add her name into this whole thing, and she has every fair reason to do that. I would take offense if you've got an opportunity allowing you to get a #1 contendership for the Raw Women's Championship when you please between now and No Way Out. And Gail Kim's going around running her mouth saying that no one's better than her. Well, Carmella may have a few things to say about that, and she is getting right to the chase. She is kind of reiterating what I was saying during the match. No one cares about the whining and the complaining of Gail Kim. She lost, point blank. Get over it. She's not good enough to beat Paige. She's not good enough to get the job done. Oh, and Gail Kim is quick to fire back. Look at this. She's just cheap shots almost. You've won one match. You've won one big opportunity, and suddenly Carmella thinks she's a big deal. She won a whole tournament and didn't complain about it, didn't boast about it. Carmella, in comparison to Gail Kim, is just nothing. And here she is, just the trash-talking side to Carmella. Bringing her out here, talking about how that one match was a bigger win than any that Gail Kim has acquired in her entire career. Gail Kim to talk about how she's unstoppable. She's unstoppable at being beneath Carmella. She is unstoppable at being beneath the next Raw Women's Champion. And Kim is not done yet with her words. Trying to get in the last say in this argument. Carmella is nothing. Just because she has that opportunity means nothing. If she wants to prove that she is the future of this division, then face her in the ring next week, face to face, and prove that she deserves to be held in such high esteem. And there you have it. Right away, Carmella quick to counter back and respond to say yes. Because it doesn't matter, win or lose, Carmella still has a championship opportunity in her pocket. In fact, she is going to work her hardest to win the match just to prove how useless Gail Kim is to this whole division. And look at these two women now, face to face they're getting. Carmella feeling ever so confident after this war of words. We may not go on between Triple H and Dauro, but we go on between these two women squaring up with one another. Carmella getting in the face of Gail Kim, and whenever Ranallo regains consciousness from tripping over a piece of merchandise in the locker room, maybe he can put this match together. Clearly, a bit of a heated nature between these two women, one that'll need to be sorted out sooner rather than later. Carmella, of course, can vie for that Women's Championship whenever she wants, but it seems as if Gail Kim is the one who needs that opportunity at Paige. Carmella getting a little bit too big for her shoes, maybe. She is picking a big target in Gail Kim. We'll see if that'll pan out for her the way she wants it to. But anyway, we're going to move on to our next contest now. It is going to be a singles matchup. It is going to involve one half of the Good Brothers, Luke Gallows, going to go one-on-one with Big E. It's a big hoss match. And this has a bit of ambition behind it, I suppose you could say. Big E, as he gets ready to head towards the ring, he wants to go it alone. He said that he doesn't want the New Day by his side. He wants to take on one half of the World Tag Team Champions by himself and prove that he is a fighter. Prove the New Day are just a fighting unit in general. They don't need to rely apparently upon people, shifting the matchup for them and providing distractions so they could gain an advantage. And to which I respond, when did that happen for the Bullet Club? I'm lacking on a point where I remember Karl Anderson backing Luke Gallows, distracting the referee, and providing such things to happen whereby we could shift the match. All the times I remember in singles competition, it was just Luke Gallows beating down his opponent and winning. So I don't know where the New Day is coming up with such an absurd claim, but certainly one-third of the New Day is finding quite a bit of success recently, and that's Kofi Kingston. While Kofi may not be in action here tonight, his last 2 wins in a row, one at maybe 3 wins in a row even, have not gone unnoticed by the Raw General Manager, and I imagine perhaps maybe sooner than expected we could see something in regards to Kofi Kingston. You know what, I said it at Bad Blood, I wouldn't mind it. Once you get past all the stupid dancing and frolicking around that Kofi Kingston does, you realize you've got quite a sound competitor in Kofi. And the same goes for Big E here. Big E is, he was a long reigning ECW champion in the past. He's proven his success before. He is an incredibly powerful contender. He is a great opponent for Luke Gallows, in all fairness. But you've got to try and get past that whole frolicking and prancing around deal. Another thing to put into perspective here is that Gallows a little bit more recently has been doing singles matches on the side. We saw him defeat Diesel a few weeks ago, I think, on the build-up to Bad Blood. Big E, I don't remember the last time I saw Big E outside of a tag team matchup, and even then the tag team matchups for the New Days are scarce. They get wins, but they don't appear on Raw all that often. More so kind of taking things around on the house show circuit, it seems. But that is interesting to think about. Oh my god. Ooh, that looked rough indeed, to say the least. And of course, as you saw there, just because the New Day are adhering to this whole go it alone route, doesn't mean the Bullet Club has to agree. Why do we have to play the same games as the New Day? I don't understand where that makes sense. Why would we have to play the same games as a team that isn't even regarded as a challenge yet? A team that has failed in a previous quest to try and capture the World Tag Team titles from the Bullet Club. Makes no sense to me. So with that being said, Karl Anderson will be at the side of Luke Gallows, prevent any shenanigans being played by the New Day, which of course you could always potentially class as happening. But yeah, we're in for a power matchup here, I do believe, and it should be a very interesting one to say the least. Big knees in the gut there by Big E. And we'll see what he'll pull off here against Luke Gallows. You know, both these men are able to use all of their power to their advantage. Big E, of course, a former power lifter as well, so he certainly knows how to lift Luke Gallows up as if he were nothing. I think the last time we saw the New Day in action was 2 weeks ago, maybe? Winning a tag team match over the Dudley Boys. Was it last week? Oh yeah, it was last week that happened. How about that? Only just realised that. It was a a good counter by Big E out of that attempted power slam, or whatever it was. Fall away slam maybe by Gallows. Kofi was of course scheduled to take on the villain Marty Scurll last week, but that was intervened with by Triple H, and we've already seen the involvement Triple H has had here tonight. For all we know, he could well be having another involvement. Who knows? I mean, that war of words was scheduled for later on in the night. Triple H is still in the arena, and Triple H may look to take that opportunity to voice his own war of words with the entire Raw brand. We'll see, but Triple H, of course, certainly backing up the point that he is not in a good mood at all with the Raw General Management. He made the threat last week, and he has acted on it last week, and he's acted on it tonight, allegedly, of course. There's no definitive proof that Triple H was the one who laid him out in the locker room, but there's the strength of Big E there, belly to belly, and Gallows' leg getting caught on the ropes there. Big E now in position. Will he look for the big ending here? Onto Luke Gallows. A genius move there by Gallows, able to get out of it. Super kick. Oh, that was beautiful there by Gallows. Something I could watch day in and day out. Is watching the 7-footer showing off his agility and hitting a super kick as if it were nothing. Belly to belly attempt there by Gallows, countered by Big E, and he hits an STO. Big E proving how incredible a singles competitor he used to be, or how credible, even not incredible, just credible. By going toe-to-toe with Gallows here. And this back and forth matchup here is making it a little bit more difficult for either guy to get a ground for success over the other. There's kind of just this neutral ground with both competitors. As we saw with that big ending being counted, the fact that Big E had a chance to nail it kind of goes to show how closely fought this matchup is, maybe. There's a great counter there by Big E. I'll give him credit where credit's due there. But he's unable to capitalize. Gallows moves out of the way. Incoming. Yes, it is. Incoming. Gallows bomb. A little moment was all Gallows needed to strike with it, and he wins. Give it up for the Good Brothers. Chalk that one up in the win column for Luke Gallows. Beautiful. And there we go. Another win for the Bullet Club chalked up, but business is not done here. If the New Day want to prance around and claim that they can be challengers, then let them realize what trouble they're in. But here comes Xavier Woods. That plan has been foiled. Xavier Woods coming to the aid of his New Day partner. One thing's for sure, even if Big E went alone here tonight, the New Day are standing together as a unit. Well, New Day did certainly show their unity there by getting involved in that occasion. Xavier Woods coming to the aid of his tag team partner, sending the Bullet Club running through their own choice, of course, but that's beside the point. Anyway, we move on here to this matchup. Christian gonna go one-on-one. Oh, I'm having an accident. That's a bad choice of words. Anyway, Christian heads towards the ring here to do battle with Drago. And what should be an interesting matchup, what should be a bit of a competitive matchup as well. Christian and Drago, both men who haven't really had success. That's not Drago. That is not Drago at all. That's the game. Triple H still with a measure of unfinished business here tonight. Triple H coming out to act and coming out to attack Christian here before he's have an opportunity to make it to the ring. Certainly doesn't seem as if that match is going to happen. Triple H is still here and still ready and still prepared to leave an impact on another member of the Raw roster, another member of the roster who Dauro and Ranallo tried to give an opportunity to as well. Triple H has floored Christian, but I don't think the game's work is done. Matter of fact, I feel like it may have only just begun here on Christian. But Christian, credit where credit's due, is going to try and fight back here. Oh, maybe not. Cole with a huge clothesline. And right now the referee can only watch on as the game decides what to do next. Oh, that's what he's going to do next. His signature sledgehammer into Christian. And striking away on Captain Charisma with it. Well, it's alleged that Triple H targeted Dauro earlier on tonight, but it's for sure that Triple H has gone after Christian right here, right now. And here we go, Triple H with the finishing blow, the pedigree onto Christian. Take a look at that one on the replay. This is what happens when you decide to annoy one of the most dangerous and volatile superstars on your entire roster. Well, business is far from over in the mind of Triple H as he continues here to mention about what happened to Dauro and Ranallo for one, and two, about how he's not here to talk about, how he's not here to discuss with words. He said it last week and he'll say it again. He is letting his actions speak for him from now on. He doesn't want to talk to Dauro and Ranallo about getting a chance for a shot, about getting a #1 contenders match. He doesn't want any of that. He just wants the match. He just wants the World Heavyweight Championship shot. In Triple H's mind, there is no one who comes close to that #1 contendership but the game himself. And there's the end-all be-all maybe from Triple H. This is the last time he will remind Dauro and Ranallo about this. He's not here to talk. He's not here to play by the rules. He's here to make sure that everyone gets what he is trying to say. He is not here for a chance. He's here for the shot. He wants Dolph Ziggler, and that is final. No beating around the bush. No playing by the games. Triple H plays his own game. He is the game at the end of the day. And Triple H will not cease doing what he is doing right now. Will not cease targeting the Raw roster until he gets what in his mind he deserves. This is the action of a man who is willing to do whatever it takes to get his name out on the spotlight. This is the action of a man I can respect. Man, I really do enjoy watching these endeavors with Triple H. It never ceases to entertain me how far he'll go to get his cause out there. And you know what? I think Dauro Ranallo has got to just realize that at this point. He has got to be aware that he can't, whatever whatever he tries to do here, if he tries to do anything negative, he is going to cause more havoc than it's worth. If he tries and screw over Triple H, he's going to just reiterate my point that he is a general manager who only helps those who suck up to him, who listen to what he says and say, oh yeah, that's a genius idea. You know, the likes of Zack Ryder, etc., etc. The same can be said for if Dauro doesn't give the chance to Triple H. He talks about how Raw is the land of opportunity, how anyone can have a chance to prove themselves. Well, what I'm seeing here is if he doesn't give Triple H that chance, he's a hypocrite. He's lying through his teeth in that regard. And he's proving to us all that he doesn't have the gall to stick with what he claims when someone opposes him. So you know what, we're going to have to wait until next week to get a final word on that, but I'm absolutely loving this attitude. I know Triple H is gunning for the Bullet Club, I know he's trying to gun for the World Heavyweight Championship, but at the end of the day, when he's as forward-facing as he is, when he's as attacking as he is in this regard, I cannot argue against his methods. He is a genius, he is a tactician genius, a tactical genius. He's a cerebral assassin at the end of the day, and he is proving that that is the case at this point. He is proving just why he is such. Right now, he has got Dauro Ranallo pinned up against a corner, and Dauro's got to act sooner rather than later if he wants, or face even, a strong backlash in the resolve from it. So I can't wait to see what he has to do in that regards. I can't wait to see when he has to finally give in and allow the Raw crowd and myself especially what we want to see. Dolph Ziggler and Triple H for the world title. Imagine how great that one would be. Well, here we go. We get this one underway. What should also be an entertaining matchup. Cody Rhodes and Tyler Breeze one-on-one. Cody Rhodes has been picking up the wins as of late. He's been also getting his name out there. And, of course, Cody is one of the reasons for Triple H's recent attitude change, I suppose is what you could say best about it. His recent more physical endeavors, saying that Cody Rhodes gets opportunity after opportunity handed to him. But Triple H had nothing gifted to him. And I mean, we're kind of seeing that as the case here tonight. Cody Rhodes is putting the matchup, and I know Triple H was originally meant to have a words with Dauro Ranallo, with the Raw General Manager, but at the end of the day, could he have not had the words with Dauro and then gone on to main event? That's all I'm saying. But whatever it is, Triple H doesn't seem as if he's in any mood to play nice anymore, and I love it. I really do. I love it. But we move on from that now. We move on from thinking about Triple H to this matchup. Cody Rhodes, as I was saying, has been picking up the wins recently. And I'm interested to see what may be next for Cody. I think the World Heavyweight Championship scenario is kind of locked down to being just Triple H based, so maybe Cody Rhodes could find himself making a case for the United States Championship, and if he does, I think he's going to have to walk into one Kofi Kingston if he wants such an opportunity, which should make for a very interesting match. Of course, if he doesn't win here tonight, if Breeze is able to pick up his first win in a while, as he may do as he nails a supermodel kick, then Breeze could find himself in that scenario, hunting down a second US title. Cover here by Breeze, but it's an early kick out by Cody Rhodes. Breeze, though, certainly showing how he's able to pin someone down here, the former two-time World Heavyweight Champion that he is. It's been a very storied 2017 for Tyler Breeze, and it has ended in a way that he might like to forget, of course, with him not being able, with him being a loser, and being unable to stop Dolph Ziggler at SummerSlam in their final meeting together. But still, Tyler Breeze remains a huge mainstay of the Raw roster. And alright, I guess. I mean, Breeze has kind of rubbed me the wrong way a couple of times. He's proven that he's a little bit too loyal, despite the fact that he goes around saying that he fights for himself from time to time. So he's a little bit of a hypocrite in that regard, and I'm not too sure how I feel about that. Cody Rhodes there anyway, nailed a disaster kick into the cover after it, and Breeze kicking out early. Breeze has been through so many wars that a move like that is, well, it could come close to putting other people away. It's not going to do enough to even startle Breeze. This one may do the trick though. Cody Rhodes in position, ready to strike. Crossroads! Cody Rhodes could close in on a quick and emphatic victory here. Cover on Breeze, and no, Breeze is out at a 1 count. Still a long road to go for Cody Rhodes, and a road that he may well be in huge trouble trying to traverse as well. The yes lock stitched in by Breeze, the beauty lock as he came to call it, but no. Cody gets to the ropes before he can try and force a submission. That's a good thing that Cody did as well. Look at this now. Double underhook DDT, and Breeze is busted open as a result of it. That's not going to do much for Breeze's debatable good looks. Breeze there gets a big punch in the side, and he's back to it here. Those strikes there to be phased, nailing them with no remorse onto Cody, and now big drop kick, and Cody hits the outside. Tyler Breeze not going to take a break for 1 second. He's going to follow suit here. Up to the top rope, and down with the elbow drop. Nicely done. This is the actions of a 2-time world champion being shown full force here. Breeze, even busted open, is not stopping himself from going all out here to try and get the victory, to try and prove that he still has something to prove on the Raw roster. And you've got to respect that, I guess, in a way. Even if it does come from a man who aligned himself against the Bullet Club like a bit of an idiot, and was on the losing end as well, which just makes it even better. Rhodes was looking to fly there, and that was smart by Tyler Breeze. Had plenty of time to read it, plenty of time to catch his bearings, plenty of time to counter it. But speaking of counters, there's a nice one there by Cody. Tilt-a-whirl neck breaker countered. Very smartly done by Tyler Breeze, and Breeze now feeling the exhaustion already from this match, and well, it's not really much of a surprise why. He's busted open, and he has taken a lot of moves already, but what a drop kick that one was under Cody. Into the cover, doesn't hook the leg, and that may give Cody great leverage to kick out, and he does just that. Cody Rhodes still fighting here to perhaps prove that he deserves a future opportunity, or the next opportunity even, at the United States Championship. Breeze trying to get himself involved in that story as well. Breeze with a great counter from that out of that suplex, and look at him though, he's hunched back over. He cannot capitalize. He's too exhausted in this one, and Cody still fresh, still able to go here. What's Cody going to go for now? Is he going to go for a cover here? And oh, he's going to use the ropes to his advantage. Cover here on Breeze, and look at how quickly though Breeze was out of that one. Good that he did decide that. Good that he was able to get out of it so quickly, prevented him from potentially losing in an unfair manner. Surprised that Cody would resort to such a tactic, being such a lovable character here on the Raw roster, well respected by many people, Bullet Club and Raw roster alike. Breeze with some good strikes there once more, and into the beauty lock he goes for once again, a little bit further away from the ropes maybe this time for Cody to get to. Will Rhodes be forced to tap out, or can Breeze hang on? Breeze will hang on, and he gets that. Sorry, Cody hangs on even. Mixed up my the men in that match. Great counter there by Breeze once more. What a back and forth matchup this has been here, especially in the later stages. Getting busted open has woken up Cody Rhodes here. Sorry, Tyler Breeze. I confused him again. Jesus Christ. Rhodes going to go for the cover again here after that flying forearm in the corner, hoping that it's done enough to try and put away Breeze. Far from the case. Is he trying to rake the eyes maybe, or rake the open wound? What if he tried to do just that? Breeze brought out the counter. Uh-oh. And again, though, Breeze goes after the bloodied face of Tyler Breeze, and I can't blame him for deciding to do this. If the wound is open, you've got to go after it. So it's a genius idea by Cody, who's going to look to take flight again here. Rhodes up from the top. Moonsault onto Breeze. Cody Rhodes with a great opportunity here to try and put this match to bed maybe, but he's consistent with wanting to do something in the turnbuckle there. Not a clue what it is, but look, every time he has Breeze in his clutches, he's taking him to the turnbuckle. Breeze put up on the top rope here. This is going to be a nasty landing for both men. Maybe more so for Breeze. Back superplex. Breeze couldn't find a counter, and he is in huge troubles now. Cody rolls through into the cover to try and put this one to bed again. And oh, he did it! Breeze just had nothing left in him. That ends it. Cody Rhodes, your winner. Was not the usual finish, was not a crossroads, but he fought it in an impressive fashion. Just wore down Breeze enough to get the win. And at the end of the day, defeating a two-time World Heavyweight Champion is going to have attention put on you. Cody Rhodes, we could well be looking at the next #1 contender for the United States Championship, I believe. If he goes for the world title, Dauro Ranallo is going to be opening a tin of worms, and those worms are going to try and eat him alive. But there we go, good win for Cody. Good performance by Breeze, but it was a far cry from the former world champion performance that we saw from the Royal Rumble winner of this year. But these things happen in this universe. As Cody Rhodes celebrates his win, though, we'll move on to our next contest. We speak about world champions, of course. We could be looking at a future world champion in the main event here tonight, as Mr. Money in the Bank, Jinder Mahal, goes one-on-one with the United States champion and the leader of the Bullet Club, Adam Cole, baby. Well, here we go. Main event time, and truth be told, in amongst everything going on, this is actually a pretty competitive main event. We're looking at a man who had a chance not long ago to vie for the United States Championship, and now here tonight in the main event of Raw, he's getting a non-title match against the United States Champion himself. And it's great to see someone like Adam Cole main eventing Monday Night Raw as well, as he deserves to be. But all focus right now is not on Adam Cole for the moment. It will be, just give him time. All focus right now is on Mr. Money in the Bank, the modern day Maharaja Jinder Mahal, who of course is just kind of waiting in the wings, I suppose, to cash in that Money in the Bank briefcase, which he is able to hold in his what's the word I'm looking for? In his hands, I guess, all the way up until the next Money in the Bank pay-per-view. So next July, a whole year with that briefcase. The longest anyone's gone without cashing in would be Michael Bennett, who lasted a strong 8 months, I believe, before cashing in his contract. May have been slightly less, maybe 7 months, but I'm not 100% sure on that one. Definitely 7 months, if not 8. But anyway, we'll see how long Jinder will let himself last as he goes one-on-one here tonight with Adam Cole, baby. What should be a very competitive matchup. I think both men are very incredible contenders. Both men are kind of proof that you don't need to kiss up to the Raw General Manager to find success on this brand. Jinder Mahal, of course, is not signed to the Raw brand. You have to remember that Jinder is the biggest free agent. Well, maybe not so much anymore. I think Diamond Dallas Page and Bobby Fish may well have beat him to that at this point. But Jinder Mahal is one of the biggest free agents out there for sure. That Money in the Bank briefcase certainly helps as kind of a bargaining chip to sweeten the deal. And Jinder's power as well that we see. Just look at the man when you stare at him. Such a great physique he's in. Veins shooting out from all directions. Just goes to show how good of a shape he is truly in. But here is the man himself right now. Here is the United States Champion, the leader of the Bullet Club. None other than Adam Cole, baby! Who overcame the villain Marty Scurll at Bad Blood to hold on to that United States Championship. And is still awaiting to find out his contender at No Way Out. Raw has been gifted a great amount of matches. They've been gifted 3 of the 7 matches at No Way Out. And by Raw, I mean the Bullet Club. Because if it weren't for the Bullet Club, then we certainly, I don't think we'd be lucky if we saw Raw at No Way Out, given how dire they would be without the the incredible saving grace that the Bullet Club is. But then hopefully we'd have World Heavyweight Champion Triple H in that universe, in that alternate universe even. So a little bit of good comes of it, but we'd still have to deal with Dauro and Ranallo proclaiming that he thinks Raw is a challenging threat. Well, it's certainly not the case. The only reason Raw is a challenging threat to the other rosters is because there is a Bullet Club at the top of the food chain. Here we go, focusing on this matchup right now. Jinder Mahal's got off to a very competitive start here against Adam Cole. He's come flying out of the gates in the attempt to try and defeat Adam Cole here, and that was a step up in Zaguri that could rattle around the brain of Jinder. Certainly rattle his skull as well, and there's the strength of Adam Cole being shown. Giving up a good 50 pounds, I would argue. Maybe less, maybe 30. Thinking about it, Cole probably weighing in about the 220, Jinder maybe 250, 255. But still, able to execute incredible feats of strength as we saw that belly-to-belly. But look at how quickly Jinder sends him back down to the mat and is able to try and have his own way with Adam Cole. In the corner, oh, Jinder's back. Rattling off that steel mesh that is there, and that is Jinder's own fault, to be fair, for deciding to take off the turnbuckle cover. Adam Cole making him pay for his crimes, I suppose you could say. Here we go. Rake at the eyes maybe by Cole. It's countered by Jinder here. Do not expect to see incredibly clean, crisp wrestling by both men. If there is an advantage to take, they will take it, and they will do such because the referee does nothing to try and stop them. Not raking the neck, but working on the neck is Adam Cole right now on Jinder. Something he needs to do if he wants to get the victory, of course. The Panama Sunrise, one of the most gorgeous one of the most gorgeous moves out there, and certainly one of the best finishers out there in the universe today. Will finish off Jinder, I do believe. Jinder, of course, going to be looking for the Colossus to try and secure a victory, and in his own right, it's a powerful maneuver, but so is this as he hits a superplex from the top rope. Of course, I was just talking about how Cody and Kofi are perhaps vying for the United States Championship opportunity. If Jinder gets the win here tonight, that could be out of the window. And Jinder could well be named the #1 contender for the title. And, oh my god! Cobra clutch suplex there. Jinder folding over himself, but unable to capitalize there. Jinder's large frame allowing him to get to the ropes on that one. Jinder pulls out the reversal now. What will he look for here? He's got Adam Cole in trouble, wraps the arm around him, and a neck breaker is nailed. Uh-oh. Jinder gonna look to try and finish this one off right here, right now. Turns around Adam Cole. The Colossus is countered by Cole. And that was exactly what he could afford to do right there. Give himself an opening. And oh, Adam Cole now resorting to those underhanded methods I spoke of. If the referee's going to do nothing to stop you, why not revert to them? Panama Sunrise. Look at how beautiful that move is, as Jinder is firmly planted down by it. Adam Cole into the cover to put away Mr. Money in the Bank with 2, 3. Adam Cole, baby, is your winner, and left his mark on Mr. Money in the Bank by busting the man open with that Panama Sunrise. You know what that goes to show? Don't pick a fight you can't win. Don't try and get too big for your boots. Not only is this perhaps a little bit of a message to Jinder Mahal, but it's certainly a message to the Raw General Manager Dauro Ranallo. If he wants to keep on trying to pick fights that he can't win, sending men out to fight for him as well because he's too much of a coward to fight his own battles, then maybe it's time for him to stop. Maybe it's time for him to take a back step and realize there is no winning in this scenario. There is no victory for him. This is a war. This isn't even a war. This is a massacre where week in and week out his roster is beaten to a pulp. And at this point, it's not even the Bullet Club doing it all the time. At this point, you've got Triple H, you've got Jinder Mahal. There are people who do not like the Raw General Manager. There are people who want him out, and the Bullet Club leaves the Proud Revolution to bring balance and order to Monday Night Raw. Sure, we have all the belts. All we need now is the control to end it for good. Triple H can have his fiasco with Dolph Ziggler, and I don't mind, because the result still will be the same. The Revolution against Dauro will take over. That man will be out of power, and we can all rejoice when the Bullet Club takes over Raw for life. I'll end this episode of Raw. Hope to see next week what'll happen in regards to Triple H and the World Heavyweight Championship scenario, and maybe we'll find out who's going to be challenging this man here, Adam Cole, for the World Heavyweight for the United States Championship even. Before we go, I haven't seen in a little while, so let's put that graphic up of the Bullet Club, the unstoppable force that they are, the leader of the revolution, the proud men and women that we can look up to and say thank you for their efforts. That'll end this episode of Universe Mode. Thank you guys for watching. Take care, guys. And from the Bullet Club, you're welcome.